Today I'm very excited. We have a special service today. We just have so many wonderful people in our community, and unfortunately several that are leaving. So we really want to, as a community, give them our love, send them off well, and to hear from them. So, but before we begin, we have our wonderful sister Priska. She, as many of you know, she was blessed less than 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, and she now has a little baby, and she would like to share some of her new experiences as a mother and experiencing God in her life, and she'd like to give us an offering song as well. So let's all welcome up Priska. Oh.
Why do people get nervous? Don't be nervous. Good morning, everybody. It's nice to see everyone here, and I'm so happy to see all your faces. You're looking beautiful and handsome. Yes. So first, before I say my speech, I just want to say hats off to all the parents in this room. Yeah. It's not easy being a parent. I mean, if you know, I had my daughter like 4 months and some days ago, and yes, that's a lesson no one can ever prepare you for. It's every day there's something new and you're learning, and it's just like, you're like, oh my God, I'm overwhelmed, but yet you still love the child, and you're just like, I want to cry, and I'm just like, okay, who's going to help me? And then you look around, you're like, okay, I got to do this. I can do this. So I know some parents in this room, you really took care of your children from the time they were young, and now they're adults, and it wasn't easy. But I don't know where you got the energy from and the strength, but you did it. And for my daughter, when I just reflect back, I'm like, I love this child too much, to the point that now I can't stand being without her for a day, even a couple days. I mean, hours, I mean. That's just how much I'm in love with my daughter. I mean, I love my husband. No, I love you. I love you more than her, so you're fine. Yeah, but now she's learning how to turn herself, and I'm always watching out for her. I'm like, I wouldn't want to see my daughter getting hurt. I wouldn't want to see her fall, and I wouldn't want to see her get through this. I mean, all those things, this is the heart of the parent. I wouldn't want my child to be hurt. I wouldn't want my child to do something that I know it's not good for her. But she's little, so she doesn't really know what I'm thinking. I just protect her, and I tell her I love her, but she doesn't know how much I love her. So being with my daughter and loving her every day like this reminds me of God. I'm like, God is our parent. He loves us beyond our own comprehension or understanding. So us as his children, there are things that he tells us don't do, but we just go ahead and do them. But because he's a parent, he's always ready to welcome us back. He's always ready to love us. He's always ready to teach us what we have to do. So this whole time when I show my daughter love, I'm like, God, give me the heart like you have, but I don't know how close I'll get to it, but give me the heart like yours, so I can love like you love, so that I can forgive like you forgive. Because as parents, I see myself, my daughter doing something crazy, but I don't see me abandoning her and disowning her. I'll still welcome her back and love her and hug her. So that's the reminds us of how God worked so hard for humanity. He created everything, and he's like, this is what I want it to be. This is how I would like it to be. But everything got destroyed. But he never gave up. He used servant after servant after servant to try to bring his people back until he found one blessed family, and he used that family. So it's really, I mean, the words that I'm using and the way my heart is, I don't think I can relate them, because that love that God has, I cannot explain it. I cannot explain it. So I was just like, let me share this word with everyone, because I've been meditating and it's something in my head. And whenever I think about this, there's a song that I'm always singing. You know, when you're singing a song, it's just like you were talking to God. And I'm just singing. I'm like, I got to share this with my family. And I'm sharing it with you. So I'm going to call my husband to come and help me. And we are matching today. So the words in this song, it's a very simple song, but the words are so deep and they mean too much for me. Oh. You know, God is faithful. His words are life to me. You know, he said in his word that he will never leave nor forsake us. That is his word. So when God speaks, he acts upon his word. He's faithful. So I'm thankful to God. I'm just going to go through this real quickly. Elohim, eternal one. Elohim, you never change. Elohim, eternal one. Elohim, you never change. Elohim, the loving God. Elohim, you never fail. Elohim, my faithful friend. Elohim, you never fail. Jehovah, Elohim, you are the God of all creation. He whose words cannot be broken, the self-existing mighty one, oh uncreated Lord of all. I'll say this again. Jehovah, you are Elohim. Elohim, you are the God of all creation. He whose words cannot be broken, the self-existing mighty God, oh uncreated Lord of all. I hope you're understanding the words. They're that deep. Jehovah, he's Elohim. Elohim, he's the God of all creation. He's the God of all creation. All these beautiful faces. His words cannot be broken, not by any situation. He's the self-existing mighty one, oh uncreated Lord of all. Thank you.
Thank you, Friska. Let's give her a wonderful round of applause. And Emmanuel. I think we're so blessed to have this wonderful couple to join our community and now having children. I think that it really brings a whole new level of depth and heart and love that they can experience, and thank you for sharing that with us. Right. At this point, I'd like to offer a prayer before we head into our further service, so please join me in prayer. Good morning, our most beloved Heavenly Parent. We love you. Thank you so much for creating all of us, brothers and sisters, your children. We're gathered here this morning, this beautiful, beautiful fall Sunday morning, to share our love with you and to receive guidance from you, and to also celebrate each other and everything that we can do for you. I pray that you be with us this morning as we appreciate and love one another, and that we can also understand a deeper part of your heart in our love for one another that we maybe didn't experience up to this point. We thank you, and I offer this prayer in my name, Michael and Adonia Hendrick, a blessed and true family. Aju. Okay, so this is a wonderful week, but also a sad week in some ways for us. We have several families and members of our community who are leaving us, hopefully not forever, but for the time being. So we would like to hear from and about them, and so we can connect ourselves to them. We can connect our hearts to them so that even if they are not here, that we are still with them. So first of all, I would like to welcome up Gail Alvish. There she is. Their family will be moving to Texas, and we're going to miss them very much, but I'm really happy that we have an opportunity to hear from her and to hear how God is working their life, and she can share what she likes. Let's welcome her up.
Need something to hold on to. Priska sang and spoke about a mother's heart, and so that's why we're going to Texas. As you know, our son Anthony has struggled with his health, and there really is just too much pollution here, pesticides. We're in an apartment complex, so actually it was Justino's inspiration. Why don't we try the Morgan Ranch environment that's in the countryside, fresher air, and let Anthony have a chance to get over that last 25% of his hump for wellness. His body's constantly fighting the pollution. People smoke in our complex. They spread pesticides, so he can't quite get to that final stage of health. So if you can pray for Anthony, it's been very hard for him, and he, sends his love and desire to come back and be a part of the community. He enjoyed so much being with all of you and being a part of the Denver church. Actually, I've been connected to Denver since 1984. I came here from New York, and I was with Susan Pfefferman in Boulder in a Pioneer Center, and that was the time of Father was in prison, and we were giving out those little red books, God's Warning to the World. So I was on my little bicycle going out around to the Christian churches. That was a very good experience. And then also in Fort Collins with Tina Coombs, Jean DeBacher, and again on our bicycle, this time with Tina on the back, and we pedaled around to all the Christian churches, and then came to Denver, and Lorette was there, and Francois. Shirley was at the nursery. Catherine, that's where I met Catherine. She was at the nursery. Reminds her here. The Wises. You were here. I remember you. We were at a workshop up in the mountains, and a lot of couples had just started family. Of course, Reverend Hendrick was here. And Lorette, really looked at her as my older sister. We were very close. And after I left, I sent her a postcard. I really hope in the future our paths will cross. And they certainly did, because Two Father matched our children to each other, Justino and Joelle. So that was a big blessing. I'm sad because my adopted spiritual father, since like 1980, like 85 or so, is back now, and I'm leaving. And wonderful, spiritual father and friend, and of course, educator. And I know he's going to be bringing wonderful content to everyone. And he has a whole program about teaching us how to be able to teach the principal within a week. So I'm really going to try to bring him down to Texas in the future. So as you know, he and his family are such a big blessing to this community. So this is not really goodbye. It's till we see you again, because Justino and Joelle are here. We'll be back. We're just taking it step by step. I don't know how it's going to be for Anthony. Hopefully it'll be a big improvement. And so we're just putting it in God's hands, doing the best that we can. And so, so wonderful to be with you all. And I've worked with a lot of you. And you have wonderful young pastors, as you know, Pastor Adonia, Pastor Mike. New beginning, new life. So, thank you very much, and I'll be thinking and praying for all of you. Okay, goodbye.
Thank you, Angel. I always, whenever I create a Facebook event for young people, I always invite Anthony. He's always like, "Oh, I wish I could be there." And I wish you could be there too. So when you come back, we look forward to having him and everything. All right. Next, I have a friend that I would like to invite up, Jolina. She has been living with us for the past almost 5 weeks, and it's been so incredibly wonderful to have her with us. And she draws Pokemon for the kids and cooks some Korean food for us. But I think she's really felt welcomed by the community here. And even though she's going up to Cheyenne for an internship, she's really hoping to find a job afterwards here in Denver and come back to us. So, and hopefully she'll be able to come down a few times while she's working too up there. So she's going to share a little bit about how God has worked in her life and her time here. So let's welcome up Jolina Son.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jelena. I'm gonna leave. No, sorry. Start again. Okay, so today is gonna be my last Sunday service that I can join before I'm gonna leave. So I wanna share some like my life story with the church, like related to church. So my mom from Korea, my dad from Japan, so they got blessed, and then they settled down in Korea. And yes, and then when I was little, they just gave me the religion, like they kind of forced me to trust the Heavenly Parents or Unification Church. So that time I didn't have like that much strong faith. So I didn't understand the divine principle at all. But like, there was a turning point that I kind of changed my mind toward the Heavenly Parents or the Unification Church. Was like I went to the college in Korea, but then it didn't work well. I was not satisfied with the college life in Korea. So I didn't know what I have to do in the future for my life. So I was kind of had a hard time with my parents and my friends and the school and everything. So And then one day it just popped up that, oh, what if I go to study abroad in other countries? Because that time I wanted to study English. So when I asked my parents, and then they told me no, they said no because they didn't want to let go by myself. So, and then my personality was like, I try new things a lot, like several things, like learn something for 2 months or 3 months, and then, oh, I'm kind of sick of doing that, so find different things. So they knew my personality, so they said, oh, that's gonna be just temporary one, so not like the passionate. So just like they thought, just I just wanna avoid from the situation that I confront. So they didn't think about that's gonna be really serious. So they said no, but then I kind of had an argument a lot for 3 months or 4 months, and then one day they just told me, okay, if you're gonna go to the 40-day workshop at Chongpyeong, then I'm gonna let you go. So okay, that sounds good. So I just, after that day, I just went to Chongpyeong with my dad, and then I signed up for the 40-day workshop and everything. And actually, I didn't expect that I'm gonna be really active in the church about the church, but I joined the Chanyang team, and then I was the leader of the Korean team. It was really fun, and I met a lot of people from like second gen from different countries, and then I pray every day about like, can you please let me go to study abroad in America or something to God at Chongsimwon. So, and then after 40 days, I got a certification that I'm done with the 40-day workshop, and then I brought to my house, and then they were so surprised that, yeah, that was first time that you got something you did by yourself. So yes, and then that day they told me, okay, I'm gonna support you. What you wanna do? So yeah, that's why I came to America. But then my parents told me there are something that you have to promise us that don't forget that you're the second gen, and always pray before you're gonna go sleep, and then go to church once a month or something like that. Sure, why not? So I came to church. So I went to school in Minnesota for 3 years, and I tried to go to the church once a month, but it was like 2 hours and half an hour far from the area I went. So at the beginning, I kind of tried to go, but I was kind of lazy or kind of more focused on the study. That's kind of excuse, but yeah. And then after taking classes, and I'm planning to go to the internship in Cheyenne. So my parents told me, oh, what if you just stay in Denver or kind of close area by Cheyenne, then you're gonna meet new people, like you're gonna have connection with the church member because you're in America by yourself, so you must be lonely stuff. So okay, sure. So I sent an email to Mike, and then he called me, and then he kind of explained like he's a pastor, or he and Adonia, and they have kids or something like that. So okay, and then he offered me like, I mean, he's not offered, but he asked me if you are looking for a place that you can stay one of our guest rooms. So, oh yeah, but you have to help us, like cleaning or laundering, something like that. Sure, why not? Then I can save some money. But I was kind of afraid that if I'm gonna live with the pastor, then, oh, maybe I have to wake up at 5 in the morning, do Hondo care, something like that. So I was afraid, but then, so I said, no, maybe not, I'm gonna just go to Cheyenne directly. But then Mike told me, oh, you don't need to let me know right now. You can think about it more and then let me know later. So I kind of think about it like for 2 days or something. And then I think it's going to be good for me to go to Denver to spend time with Aronia and Mike and with other church members in Denver. So I think that was really good choice for me to come to Denver only for like 5 weeks, but I met a really good church member, and I had a chance to spend time with Adonia and Mike and other second gen as well. So that was really good for me. And then I also learned that like how I can make a really happy family through Mike and Adonia family, like how I can love each other. I mean, and how I can love my babies in the future, but not right now. Yeah, I don't have babies, so yeah. Anyway, but yeah, 'cause they treat me like one of their families, and then I got help a lot, especially. I want to share the accident. Yeah, actually, I got a car 2 weeks ago, and then Mike helped me to get a new car at the dealership, and then I was driving on the highway, and then I got an accident. Yes, right after, like 30 minutes later, I got an accident. So, oh, what do you have to do? But I got insurance, but that was fine. But then, anyway, but then Mike and Michael, Reverend Michael helped me a lot, and then Adonia helped me a lot. They encouraged me a lot because at the time, like, because my parents were not here, so they cannot kind of encourage me, or like they cannot do something like support me in person. So that day I drove back home, and then Adonia was there. So I was, oh my Sharita, I was crying a lot, and then she kind of like encouraged me like, you're fine, fine. But so they helped me to fix my car at the body shop, and then right now it's still processed, but I'm gonna pick up my car tomorrow. I mean, they're gonna help me because I'm afraid of driving on the highway still. So I need more practice before I'm gonna drive to Cheyenne anyway. So yeah, anyway, so I just wanted to say thank you for letting me in part of the church in Denver. But after the internship, like next April, I'm gonna find a job here in Denver. If the hospital gonna offer me, I'm not sure. Yeah, and actually, because I feel like this is my second home, I just feel like, so I just want to come back, or because I'm gonna work from Monday through Friday. So if I have time during weekend, then I can come on Saturday and then stay with them, or stay with other church member and come to Sunday service. But I'm not sure how it's gonna work. But anyway, but thank you so much, and then bye for now, but not bye forever.
As you can tell, she's just such a warm and happy person to be around. So if you haven't gotten to know her yet, then please do today and whenever she can come back here. Okay, and last today, we also have our dear sister Carol, who's going to be leaving us, not forever, but for now. So to share about her, I'd like to welcome up my father-in-law, Reverend Hendrick, and he's going to share a little bit about Carol. So please welcome him.
Thank you, Adonia. Well, I don't have a lot to say, really. I didn't have any big thing, but you know, Carol is Carol. I mean, she's been here since I can remember, and she's always been to every event. And she was our camera person, taking photos of all of our events, right? Remember that for a long time? Always bringing cookies and coming to everything, supporting the Women's Federation. She's just always, you know, there when something's going on. And Carol's just, her heart's invested. It's not because of duty, but her heart is always invested in us and what true parents are trying to do in this church. So I really feel a loss for her going. But see, the thing is, as most of you know, she had a very serious kind of nerve condition she acquired somehow and got several years before we went to Korea. It's been 4 or 5 years ago, right? And tremendous pain. Her left side is still partially paralyzed, numb, you know, and she has a lot of pain in her eye and her side, and it doesn't go away. No matter what the doctors say that it should go away, it doesn't. And but when she went and visited people on the West Coast and East Coast in recent times, then it got better. She got some relief just going to the low altitude, apparently. So she's going to go to the East Coast, and she's going to be there for however long and get some relief. So we are glad about that, but we wish we were at low altitude so you could stay here, Carol. So we love you and we appreciate you so much, and we want to honor you and Gail and Jolena, of course, for being here and in your leaving us. I just want to say all those things. Please hug and embrace, and there's cards to sign for them too. Thank you.
Carol, would you please come up? And then you can give these. We just have something simple. It's nothing at all in comparison to everything you've given to us, but for your time here and our love for you, we would like to give you a plaque. You want to read it?
Okay. I mean, it's just a little plaque of appreciation for her to remember us by a little bit. And with deepest appreciation to Carol Albright for your heartfelt devotion to the providence of God and true parents and your service in the Colorado Family Church community. Thank you for actively and consistently supporting the Women's Federation for World Peace chapter here and all of your numerous programs and projects. May you and your family bring many more blessings to the members and people in and around your new home. Signed by our pastors.
Thank you, everybody, for this wonderful plaque and flowers. I'm sorry to have to leave you, but for health reasons, it's not possible for me to stay here and have a good life like I'd like to. And hopefully, I'll be coming back off and on to visit everybody. And I really thank you, everyone, for all you've done for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Carol. And we'd also like to have Gail come up on behalf of her whole family.
I just wanted to say a couple words about my mother-in-law. Well, so she's, well, not only my mother-in-law, she's also a dear friend and has been my neighbor for, this short amount of time that she's been back in Colorado, and really relied on her, not only for, can you check and see if I left my hair straightener on, or can you take out the dogs, but also really in my times of need. And so she's not only saved my life, she's also just been that good support. So thank you. Mama Gail, if you don't mind coming up. Yeah, her and Anthony will be greatly missed. Papa Antonio will stay with us for a little bit, so we get to hold on to a piece of them.
I'll just read this real quick also. With deepest appreciation to Gail Alvish for your heartfelt devotion to the providence of God and true parents and your service in the Colorado Family Church community. Thank you for spearheading numerous outreach efforts and helping to lead the Women's Federation for World Peace chapter here. May you and your family bring many more blessings to the members and people in and around your new home.
Thank you. And yes, Joelle is a wonderful daughter-in-law, and I'm going to miss them very much. I wish we could teleport and just be with people, my other children, and just. I also miss my family back east. I wish I could just zoom over there one day and be with everybody, come back. I also want to give credit to Antonio. He's going to be here staying with Justina and Joelle. He'll keep working, but he's, we're a team, and all the, care and worry for Anthony. We've been in it together, and he's also been really making effort to witness, so he's really has that witnessing spirit going. He has a couple of very good guests, so he'll continue with that. So he'll be here at least till March. So yeah, thank you very much, and we'll be back.
All right, so now we'll move on to our announcements. Okay. So we have the Japan night, Saturday, October 8th, with sushi, karaoke, and Japanese culture. So please see Hisako-san if you have any questions. Oh. 6 to 8? Oh, 6 to 8 is the Japan night. So, in November, we have the Schools of Africa Luncheon fundraiser for the New Hope Technical Institute in Rwanda. That's Saturday, November 5th, here at the church from 11 to 1 p.m. There'll be African food, music, entertainment. It's $20 for adults, and ages 7 through 12 is $5. If you bring a table of 8 people, that's $120. So if you want to save your space, speak with Aunt Shirley about the event. Sorry, I don't have access. Oh, I do. Okay. All right, so the reunion for those who've grown up in Colorado community is now officially happening on Saturday, November 26th. Possible ideas include a tour of the Boulder Center, sports, lunch in Boulder, catered dinner, see old photos, videos, make new memories. Family friendly, so please feel free to bring your children, spouse, etc. And we have Pastor Mike who'd like to talk about it.
Sorry, I just couldn't resist. I wanted to say something about this. So I'm really excited about this happening. I don't think this is something that we've ever done before, but lots of people like my age and younger have grown up in this community, and we've kind of gone to different places and different ways of life. And I'm really looking forward to this time to get back together. I've been in contact with the people who own the Boulder Center now, and it's a Christian organization, so Thanksgiving weekend is not the best weekend for them, but they said they're going to try their best to accommodate us to come and maybe take a tour and do some sports, have lunch out there. And so I'm thinking to make it an all-day thing and just bring lots of people together. Tomio's already confirmed that he's coming. I'm really hoping that during that time, Daniel Chimes will be here, so I'm expecting him to come. I've been telling people about it. Josh Flynn expressed interest in coming, so I don't know if he will or not, but yeah, so if you got a Facebook invite, then click on yes. All right, thank you. It'll be an all-day thing on Saturday. I don't have the specific times yet, but no, I don't know. Maybe we'll meet in Boulder.
All right, as you know, help is always needed, and in particular, we are looking for volunteers to help with Sunday school right now. Claire has just too many kids in her class, and we need more adult help. So please talk to Claire if you can help, and there's a weekly sign-up that will be available soon. So next week we have the Ichinoe family cleaning, the Nye family ushering, and the Kodoni family cooking. All right, and now I'd like to welcome the band for our final song.